it's ready. We should just do it. Just throw it out there.
Oh my God, see if it sticks?
See if it sticks.
See if it sticks. Well, you know what has stuck? Is a certain type of podcast that we've been doing for a while now. We've been in search. We've been yearning to find, for some strange reason, I've come with you on this quest to find a good beer in a can.
Beer in a can.
And we've got one today, and it's from a local brewery. And that's what we're doing on this first recorded podcast, there you go, of 2012.
Yes.
We're taking it up to 12 this year. On Let's Give It a Shot, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. Hey, ringing in the new year with a brewery we've seen here before on the podcast, Santan out of Chandler, Arizona. It's a craft beer for beer drinking.
What this says, this is their Devil Ale, Pale Ale. It's 5.5% alcohol and about $6.99 or so for a 6-pack.
Yeah. And guess what? It comes in a can.
It comes in a can.
What
is our favorite canned beer so far? Do we have one? Don't know. Did we try it? Was it the Grand Canyon?
That was interesting.
The railroad, the pepper?
Yeah, that was interesting.
I liked...
I don't know if I've loved anything yet.
Yeah.
And I love loving things.
I liked the Kona Brewing. I think you had like the blonde here or something.
Perhaps.
And that wasn't bad, but we didn't talk about that one on a podcast, I don't think.
No.
I still want to try they have that. I think it's a Big Swell IPA.
Yeah, I actually almost got that today. I saw that sitting there.
Great things about that.
Yeah, I thought about trying that. But no, we're going to go local here. We actually follow each other on Twitter. So hopefully we like this.
We've got enough work.
Okay. Computer almost bit the dust there. So we already don't like this beer because it did not pour.
It doesn't pour.
Oh, wait, maybe that was my fault.
Operator error?
Operator error. We're going to go with operator error, and it's the first beer, too.
You know, you were talking about that with the early times earlier, and Drew, the guy who, if we all four go to this beer festival together, he, was the one who I always see him buying the 12-pack of the Blue Boar, the Henry Weinhardts.
Right,
so
which
we
reviewed.
I'm going to try this. Did I bring one over?
Yeah, we reviewed that on a podcast.
Yeah. And
you can find it in the archives.
And so when I'd asked him about the winter ale that I actually brought over to Joe's house, he'd said he liked it. And I was like, well, I know he likes, he's brewed some good beer, and he's talked about other good beers, so I was hoping that, and I did. I liked the KBC Winter Ale. That was pretty good, so my faith was restored.
But that's interesting, though. That was the question, actually, that we were starting to talk about off-air initially. The great question was, does your opinion kind of go down if all of a sudden you hear, like, oh, they like that? Oh, that's what they like drinking every day?
Right.
Or that's what they enjoy? And it came up, I was at Total Wine actually today as I was picking up a new bourbon, which we'll do on a podcast. And I was asking for help from one of the guys there that I've talked with a few times, and I know he likes a lot of different whiskeys and things. And we were talking a little bit, and an older gentleman walked up, and he said, oh, what are you guys talking about? And we went through the whole conversation, and he was like, and it was funny because he agreed with the gentleman at Total Wine. He agreed with him on his selection. He said, oh, that one's good. He's like, I really like it. I even like it as much as some of these more expensive ones, like Woodford Reserve. He's like, but they're all really close. And then he said, but, my everyday drink, I drink early times.
That comes in the big plastic jug, I think.
It does. I was just kind of like, And I'm like, but, that's wrong. Because,
yeah.
From one guy, I was going to accept that opinion, and all of a sudden the guy standing right next to him, just because it'd be like, oh, that is the best beer in the world. Every day I drink Budweiser. Although I probably would still have a low opinion of that fellow. But if he likes it, that's fine.
Right.
Anyone can like whatever they want.
Right.
And that's what this is all about too, is because we don't always like everything, and we enjoy hearing feedback from the audience about things that they like, so we can try it and see if we like it or not, or if we agree or disagree. And any kind of discourse is great. Like, I'm happy to go back and forth with whatever, but it was just, yeah.
Well, and part of that is some people they're going to have something to drink every day no matter what. And I guess then that becomes somewhat of a financial issue.
Right.
If I'm going to drink, and then that's a whole nother probably psychological and health issue, but they're going to have a drink or two or several. So for that everyday drinking, I guess they're going with value, not necessarily taste. And that
it's probably like good enough.
Yeah.
For the money I want to spend
for
to
what
drink every day.
Right.
And I guess for me, it's like I'd rather not have a drink every day, but then have
when I do
some of my favorite things.
When I have stuff I enjoy. So.
Maybe. Who knows? This is open up for debate and open up for comment.
Yep. Please do so.
All right. So let's back to the beer at hand.
Yes. Well, I've already tried it while you were talking.
Wow. How was it? Was it delicious?
No, I didn't. I did.
I hope not, because we haven't even mentioned that it's kind of a nice little golden brown color.
I went with orange gold, but yes, we could throw
brown's way too far.
I hit a brown.
No, I apologize. Brown's way too far. I should have just said
I had
golden.
Slightly cloudy at first, but it could just be there's a lot of carbonation going on in there.
I think, I would have to say carbonation.
But very good head retention.
Yeah,
for what
definitely, because I poured it. You heard when I cracked open the beer, and it's just been sitting here, and there's still a nice. That's really good.
Yep. don't know if it's because the color of the can, but I almost thought I got a whiff of orange there for a second.
I think there is I think there actually is some sort of note of some
Citrus
sort
at the
of
end,
citrus aroma right at the very end. But I'm also getting the savory hop. Are you getting that?
Maybe a slight touch of that. Yeah.
Okay. I always like being slightly touched by savory hop. That smells really good though. I actually like that.
Yeah. No, so far so good.
2 out of 3. I'm gonna have to say that is surprisingly refreshing.
It is refreshing. That would be a great
I was not ready for that at all.
hot weather. There is a lingering bitter.
Yeah, which I like. That's really nice. I'm honestly surprised. What I got in the aroma, I thought it was going to be a touch stronger, a touch more, maybe even more of that bitter, more of a lingering, high savory kind of note. But that's actually very refreshing. That little bitterness at the end, I think, is perfect.
Yeah.
So that's actually really tasty.
Because this is sour and then actually is almost a little bitter toward the back.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah.
The body's not bad.
Yeah, that citrus carries into that sour note and just kind of finishes that way. The body is nice. This is definitely would be a great warm weather beer. Barbecue. Like if you were having a barbecue, I mean, perfect. Beer in a can, barbecue, you're having some burgers, some dogs, whatever. If I got this at a ballpark, I'd be very happy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and that's something actually, too, I'd read about a while back, and I don't know if I actually got to write. So I was planning on writing, I'd read an article about craft brewers pushing to get into NFL stadiums, ballparks, all these different types of things, kind of breaking that barrier of like, as soon as you get in a ballpark, you have to expect something less. You go for this great experience, everything's so expensive, and then you're stuck with this kind of, middling alcoholic beverage, and they're kind of trying to make some inroads with that. And this would be like a great, to find this at a ballpark, I'd be really happy with that. I'm happy with that anyway. I would actually buy a 6-pack of this. This is really good.
I agree. That's good. No, good way to start out our little mini jam session here.
Wow. Well, thank you very much to Santan Brewing Company. Oh, wait, I paid for this. They didn't send me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I thought, that would be
people
like what
can, though.
People could. They can definitely do that.
Yep.
They can do a lot of things. And the most important thing they should do is go to the website at AboutBeverages.com and check out the tasting notes for this wonderful craft brew from Santan Brewing Company in Chandler, Arizona. And while you're at the website, definitely be checking out all the things we have to offer. We've got video coming up very soon. We'll start doing actually some live tastings, which we will definitely give everyone a heads up on. Lots of great things coming for the new year.
Guests. We're going to have some guests
we
here.
We are going to have some guests.
Very soon.
Actually, do you want to preview what we're going to be doing soon?
With
our guests, we're going to be, people always are crying out for the gin.
Yes.
We're going to be trying more gins.
Yeah, we've got our guest actually is going to be providing us with 3 gins that we haven't tried. We're going to try some new gins, and maybe then eventually not on the same podcast or the same session, but then he's also promised us some absinthe as well.
That would be very awesome.
Right.
I've introduced to that last year actually by Joe bought a bottle, our brother.
Absinthe makes the heart grow fonder.
That's true. But whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.